Hello everyone, and this is Laszlo, and I welcome you back to the channel with an all new and improved salvage ops. And what you see orbiting is the new nice crack station, not fully realized yet, but I'm working on it. It was put in here by the admins, and I had to make some modifications. So the previous underbelly is under the visitor center that I will show you shortly, and I still need to do the plumbing and the connections and everything. I just need to figure out how I will actually do it. There are a lot of parts in it that are a bit shaky, but I'm still pretty proud of it. And I'm just sitting in this couch in my new workshop that I was started building. It has large hunger doors and you can control them with this one, but I think it gets a bit too dark when they are closed, especially at night, so I need to figure out something that will make it work better. For the moment I just leave it open. I built a welder wall here. This will be useful when I'm making ships, which I will very soon need to do. And I also built this, well, not trash can, but grinder pit where I can throw small grid stuff in. I need to build still the sensors. I wanted to make it so that when there's a sensor, for example there, and sensing something descending to it, then it will switch on the grinder wall for like 30 seconds and then let everything grind it down. I also sorted out my ships. They are now working and powered and have hydrogen, but I opted for making new ships, mainly because, oh my god, this looks good, mainly because these are hydrogen powered, and currently we are 1.2G, which means it would be much more efficient to just look at that, I changed the thrusters to white, or at least whitish. And I think they look fantastic, especially when they are moving. But yeah, these ships can fly, but I don't really want to waste hydrogen, because if you look at that, we have almost emptied our tank here. 33%, and we have one which is still holding 100%, but these two tanks in the middle are the only hydrogen source that we have right now, and I need to use those to sort out things. Yeah, so I did some drills here, so I can drill ice with this one if I need to, but the problem is it only has 3 hydrogen engines at the bottom, and that also means that it can carry very little. Even this is a bit shaky, because I think it's like 130, I think it's 112 kilos, this ship, and the hydrogen small grid large hydrogen thrusters can lift up to 48,000 kilos. So, you know, it can carry an additional 20,000 kilos, but that's nothing. So I was planning to build something of a similar design, small grid with large atmospheric thrusters specifically to mine. And I also wanted to replace our fancy ship here, which I had to rebuild because yesterday the whole thing was falling out of the sky. And in the process I also lost my jump drive that was on the previous one, so yay for that. Oh, fuel low. That always comes in the best of times. Hold on, let me just change my bottler. I also changed some of its thrusters to atmospheric, not all of them, because I use this as a hybrid exploration, going out to space, going around the planet vehicle. I definitely needed some front thrust to be able to stop, but yeah. I need to rebuild this completely with a new concept focusing on atmospheric thrust, reactor based propulsion, not hydrogen based. So you know, I need to make a newer version of this. I'm debating to keep one tank on it and hydrogen engines just so I can have emergency power generation if I need to. I really like this design with the wings, so I will probably keep the wings part, but I need to redesign it a little bit to accommodate 1.0 G. And if you noticed, perhaps we have red markers on our reader now, because there's an NPC spawner here, which is specifically spawning like wasteland and desert bases. And this VTT, I think Wasteland Tire Thieves is VTT standing for. And these base runner wreckages are basically ships that have crashed, and you could, you know, go there. If you are able to kill their cannons, you can get the loot, and they have very good loot in them, like around 20 kilos of uranium, lots of ammo. They are pretty good. We actually assaulted one with Tetritech last time he was online, and we took it, and there are some stuff in it that I still wanted to take. Namely, there was an APC. I think we can safely fly there. Just wanted to quickly show you how it looks, although it was mostly dismembered and not really having anything useful on it anymore. But still, I might be able to show you the APC. There was an APC armored personal carrier car that was a bit further away from it. I guess it's part of the spawn or just a different spawn. And these are just these very strange looking ships, almost like tanks with stuff. I took it over, but it is not able to run, and I was not really able to figure out why. I don't think I've seen any batteries on it, so this was probably meant to be a stationary thingy. I don't know. I just wanted to airlift it into my base for grinding, and probably this one too, but I would need the new ship that I had to rename to Hercules to lift this whole base, probably. But yeah, this has another ship in it. So, I mean, not another car, and this one is also not really in a working condition, I think, but I need to check. I have not tried to start that one. So this is the base. They have small turrets around, and they had large artillery turrets, 4 of them on top. So I'm sorry I was not recording the assault, but it was quite a shit show. We were being shot left and right. The large assault cannons, well, you know, I was standing somewhere here and the cannons shot me, and I was flying through that mountain. I mean, I was literally like blah 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 right through here. So yeah, it was not an easy job, but we managed to avoid bullets, land at the bottom, and which is also not safe because these parts had small grid turrets. But if you landed on this side where the car was, like right here, you could land right here. It's a blind spot for all the turrets, and you can go up here, grind the first assault turret, then grind your way inside here, and then you are in. It had 4 large reactors. It still has some reactor power that I didn't want it to remove because then the base will despawn and I wanted to save as much of it as possible. But yeah, after that I came here, we split the uranium. I took the ammo, but if that retech will need some ammo, he can get it from me, that's not a problem. We are no longer in the same corporation since I arrived here faster than he has, and I decided that I will do a little work while he is waiting to be transferred. So I created my own corporation. I don't know, we might merge in some later time, because you know we will work quite a lot together, so that makes sense to have. He still has my pumpkins, and they are still not working for me occasionally. I started building another ship here, sort of like an atmospheric rover. Interesting. Very fancy. He still has his old ships, but I am not sure that this can lift in this atmosphere or not. Probably not. Yeah, and I think Shade's ship have been disappeared from here. I'm expecting him also to come to this server eventually, but that will not have come to pass, I think. UFR beacon there, that's the server admin's place. I actually wanted to check that out because he was building... yeah, I wanted to check it out, but I wanted to not fall out of the sky, so just to be sure when I'm going to traveling I will try to get another bottle. If I still have any, hold on. I need a semi 100% bottle. Yeah, we should be good. Yeah, so this UFA beacon is his, the server admin who was transferring us. And there's another guy there, Jim, who I managed to shot twice. By accident. I had turrets because I was not sure if the spawners will spawn stuff to attack my base, so I added some turrets on my base, but my base is right next to that beacon for the IMDC trading post, and you know, as people were spawning in, they're spawning in as red to my corporation, and my shots were shooting them in the bum. So I managed to shut down Jim twice. First time I did that, his game actually crashed out. It was fun times. Well, I wanted to check this because the server admin was posting a screenshot that he is trying to build some sort of an interplanetary ship. But I don't really see him here building that, so he might be building it in private and just bring the blueprint here to build. Interesting. I know these are modded blocks, I have never even tried those. Alright folks, this will be the christening of this new area. I did found that if I put more atmospheric thruster on this one, it starts more or less working. As you see, I'm still sinking a little bit. I was moving some batteries with this one, but it was not really able to do anything until I was restarting the game, so I'm quite at capacity. Ah, Jesus Christ. Alright. My forward thrust is still poop. Let me put this one here. and I release it gently, and I just park back here in the middle of my workshop. It doesn't need to be in any specific order. I just switch off engines and we will be ready to look into this. But there's a slight problem. I won't be able to see it. Anyway, let me put a button here somewhere. Let's try this one. I can probably put it like this. And it's not interfering with everything. And I can, hold on, I need to actually name those. I have not done that either. I know, I always bring you guys back for the most exciting part. Grinder. As far as I can tell, this is the only thing I can name as grinder. And if I look at my groups, grinders, toggle block off and on, and let's salvage. Hey, come on, I got it. Oh yeah! Some things are flying out, but I guess this is the best we can do. If I look at it, there will be still parts here because these are large grid grinders, and there's nothing I can do about small parts like that stuck in there. But that's fine. Server cleanup will remove those. Alright. I still need to do some work on this one. Technically it was not really a new ship, but I needed something. I wanted to try out modifying just this old vehicle. As you see, I've pumped in quite a lot of atmospheric thrust in this one. I added this middle section here, which I think are just batteries and connectors, but there's a lot of armoring here that I will probably not need. So I will need to do something about it. I can probably also modify this section here to add more lifting thrust, because then if I don't need lift, I was trying to move batteries from up there under here, and I did manage to do it, but it was a pain in the butt. These were large grid batteries, and my small grid ship was not really able to handle them. I probably can add one more battery there just to fill out the void. And I actually have something to put on this side as well, because if we look at it, I wanted to dismantle all that is here, and I mostly did. But I wanted to save this back here. This is 8 large grid battery is fully charged. I don't really want to just throw it away. I'm not really sure that I will remove this or move this from another position, because I like so much that I have this huge tower to look up to here, and that I built another one here. I still need to build some more skeleton around it, if it makes sense, and I also wanted to add a sort of like an elevator, but yeah, this is just decorative. I wanted to keep the same look as that one, but I'm not really using those batteries to store hydrogen yet. I don't have that much hydrogen. I just keep my hydrogen under the visitor center. If it blows, everybody dies. But yeah, I need to move that one somewhere. I just need to figure out where, because technically I can airlift this section up until the top of whatever I'm building here. I wanted to build something like a sort of an observatory or something like that, where people can just, you know, see the incoming ships and outgoing ships. Oh, by the way, incoming outgoing ships, you see I have a proper landing pad now. I fixed the solar panel, so now it's fully loaded. And I added these searchlights, which were searching for friends or foe, which was fantastic. So I bought in that, when I bought in that ship, everybody was starting to shoot for that one. I mean, not with guns, I don't really have, I only have this gun here, but I don't think it has any ammo in it. Oh, it's on. And it has ammo. And why, oh why, my son of gun, you were not shooting at me? Not like I'm complaining much, because I did really want it to, you know, just land this thing. And these are blocks from when I was positioning the batteries. Yeah. Alright, so we did that. I also did this little lip here because it was easier to arrange this door. Not like it would mean anything at the moment. I don't really need air tightness. Oh, and yes, I wanted to show you, since the last recording they have added greenhouse decoration, so I started putting around some trees. Let's see if I can finish this one. I'm pretty full at the moment. Yeah. Alright, so I started adding trees. I added these 4 here, this one here, and in the management building I also added quite a few of these decorations. Ah, look at that. I added them to the ceiling because I think it looks very cool. Very unrealistic, but I really like that it's greenery everywhere. Everywhere I can put it. But yeah, I also did some trees here, a couch to look at the seaside, and some additional food items and food growing stuff here in the kitchen area. And I still need to do a couple of things here to make it look better. But I'm quite happy with this. 4 lights in the corner, many greenery from top. Everything is looking awesome. Alright, that was the update. I still need to do a bit more work on that atmospheric ship. And as you see, I have a delivery to make on that station. I think I picked up something. Yeah, thrusters. 7 thrusters. And they gave me 3.1 million for it. And gold. I picked this up because I can actually mine gold now. One of the planets have a gold depository. I don't know where yet. But after I found it, I can technically mine out everything, and you know, after that 200 gold will be nothing. I'm not sure what I have now. Let's see if I have 200 gold now. I tried organizing my stuff a little bit so it will be easy to find. EU gold. So yeah, technically I can fulfill that, but I will only fulfill it after I found a gold deposit. I don't want to just use out my gold because it's not available on this planet. If I would need it for anything, then I won't be able to do that. Alright, I'll get back to you a bit later. Hopefully. Plans are still up in the air. I wanted to modify this. It has a lot of unnecessary parts. Yeah. I'm back with some small update. I am digging a well. Because that detector told me that you can actually get ice from the water on this planet because we have water mod. But I never actually seen that working. I was super worried about ice and hydrogen because I only have one full tank of hydrogen left and I didn't want it to have that used up entirely without having a replacement. So part of why I was designing a larger ship, or at least wanted to, was because to get ice. But it seems we can convert water to ice. And you don't even need drill for it, you just need a collector, I think, and some piping, and it will fill ice from the water into your inventory. I have yet to see it, but might as well be true, I guess. I put my collector down here, and then I still have a few of these to go through. Actually, I'm moving super slow here because I am basically driving straight up in 1G in my backpack, so it is not an easy trip, but I will manage for sure. Let me add a few of these. Oh, and I have a power, but I'm graciously closed myself in here, and without digging a hole I am not able to get out. Just so you know how good engineering works. I do have some power packs though, so I can add a bit of power back. So I will be able to finish this. I just need a moment. I should have added like a connector or a small container here. That would be helpful. Alright, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of that. 6. And this one. I'm checking this one because that was further up in the queue. So I probably picked up some of the items for it. This is a new day for me, by the way. This is not the same day where we left off last time. And I did some sort of a salvaging just to test out what I can lift and what I cannot. And I still have one VTT, WTT base runner wreckage that I will try to dismantle in this episode. So let me just first get this working, hopefully. And if everything is cool, then I will do salvaging.
Energy low.
Oh no, bro. Oh no, bro. Alright, let me cut back when the last piece is done. Alright. I took 2 more trips, but I'm just finished with the the collector. Let me quickly, as much as I can, lift out of this hole. Or well, if you will. And you will see if it is working or not. Alright. I can check it from here. I have one collector here and it is on and it is using conveyor system. And it says inventory 16. I don't see anything else on it. Do I have ice now? I do. And the collector is collecting it. Oh, nice. Look at that. And if it goes in there, it eventually should go.
Energy critical.
Oh, it cannot go to anywhere else. Why is that? Oh yeah, I'm stupid. I missed one block here. And let me fix that up. And now. Ice, ice, baby. Ice in every O2 generator. Yeah, boy, this is it. Tank. I don't see any improvement, but I have a lot of hydrogen tanks. Including these that... no, I don't want them to stockpile, I want them to fill. I guess eventually they will start.
Fuel low.
Oh no, bro. Oh no.
Fuel critical.
Oh, that was somewhat lucky. If I don't manage to land on this ledge, I would have fallen down my well. And well, that would not have been good. Alright, so well is good. I'm flying. Let me try to wiggle. I probably won't be able to wiggle, right? Let me just try to up here, out here, and then I can actually I will need to find some steel to plug this hole in. It looks a bit ugly, but it is what it is. I still need to build this tower. Oh yeah, I have not shown this to you yet. I moved my big ship from there and removed all the baggage, but I so much like the look of these tanks and oxygen tanks from below. If you try to look at that, it looks like, you know, some awesome tower. I still need to build some body on it because right now it's just standing on 2 lines of conveyors. But yeah, I will also made some glass here. I will add some antenna here, and I also put my large sign up on top of this, and it also has a red light here on the top that is occasionally just blinking up. I might need to adjust it because right now, of course, yeah, it is, the blinking is not too intense, but I wanted to put red lights blinking on top of the tower because, you know, you need to put that on every high tower for planes to avoid running into it. Yeah. Alright, back to you with another update when I have any. I have some stuff sorting out, and after that we can go for that wreckage there. I know for a fact there are a few guns left on it, but I'm not sure if the guy who shoot out the other assault turrets have looted it already, because yesterday I've looted a base. And yesterday I looted the base because it still showed the same way as red and with the enemy signal. And when I went there and spent an hour shooting out the guns that I thought were working, but they were not. Then I realized the base was already looted. Just the person looting there forgot to disable the antenna, so it was an empty base showing as a loot trap. So yeah, probably this will be a loot trap as well, but I'm still showing you that one because I think more or less figured out a way to convert it to ship and drag it back to my base with my big hydrogen powered ship, which I think I christened as Quetzal, and it was able to lift most of a base up last time I did this. I will show you that salvage. It will be fun. Hey. If it isn't our server admin. Flown here on his ship to inspect my base. Damn, that's a fast ship. Welcome back. I have made some upgrades to our ship. You know, it looks a bit brick-like, but that's the best I can come up with. Oh jeez, I just noticed that I really need to remap all the controls I had. Oh no. I don't even know where I mopped what. Alright, so I put some darkened glass in front of the what the heck is that? The spotlight. I moved the cockpit one block up, moved the shooty assault cannon or artillery cannon under it. Everything is piped up. There's room behind this one if I ever need to add something, and I filled it up with cargo containers and ore detectors and stuff like that. I have added a secondary tank, hydrogen tank, so it now has 2 hydrogen tanks. Yeah, it looks rather bulky from this perspective, and there are some holes in it that I was not able to fill in yet. At least it looks like a hole, but I actually put like this fire panels, or what the heck are those. I modified the bottom of it, and I've added this section here that I might need to change up a little bit because it looks a bit weird. But I think this is just an armor block, and no issues at all. I can replace this with this one. So it's a bit more rounded. I have this little ball here. I really like this one that I was able to solve it. I still need to fix that corner there, so it will be an equal looking ball. I don't know what I would drop in here, but maybe it will be useful someday. It actually came from just the fact that I had to put these in an elevated platform, so to say. I cannot really put them anywhere other than elevated because they have like a gigantic radius of 3x3 blocks, and if there's anything else in it, we are not able to put anything there, it will not operate, and so on and so on. There should be enough firepower to beat off reavers, enough armor to still fly after that. It might be a bit light on hydro thrusters, but I've added 4 extra downwards facing, so that, you know, this means that it is able to lift with 8, but I added another 4, so this should be able to lift even more, even with the extra armor. Dang it. Also, our tanks are filling up, so now I can put any tank, any hydrogen bottle into any tank, and it should be fine. Let me actually just look at that. Yes, it's filling slowly. 4% has been filled, but you know, mind you, it is filling all the tanks from the ice that we get from the well. And in the past few hours, it was only managed to add 4% roughly, but it added that 4% to all the tanks, and these are large hydrogen tanks. So yeah, this is not bad at all. I still have one tank full, but I don't want to distribute it among the rest. I just like that I have one full tank. I want to keep it that way. I was afraid that everything will be filling up with ice, but I assumed that Vitek was pulling down like 20 of these collectors, and that's why his base was filling up with ice. I only have one collector and 6 O2 tanks, so they are roughly be able to process whatever is pulled from the water.
Inventory full.
Let me put this one back here. I think I managed to dismantle something, and this metal plate was just falling off. Might have a couple of these plates here and there, but eventually it will be gone. I also have these artillery shells, but I don't wanna just put those out. Yeah, what I wanted to do before I was rudely interrupted, I wanted to fix this one here.
Inventory full.
I guess.
Inventory full.
This was this one. And this one was kind of a special one. Armor block. Something that goes into half block. This one. And like this. And now we have a ball. I replace this one as well. And now we have 2 balls. Wait, that sounded wrong. I also added some glass, as I was talking about earlier. I was trying to take some better shape out of it, but it didn't really go well. Actually, I would like to dismantle these 3 chain of blocks here, but the problem is inside here there are batteries, and I was not really prepped for making new batteries. But eventually I will have to probably rearrange this front a little bit. One thing that I will do additionally is that I will eventually need to put an FSD drive on it. And I was trying to measure it. We'll go to frame shift drive. So this is 2 by 3, I think. So it will just fit in there. I just need to mine out these 3 and these 3 blocks and see what's behind them. I think behind them is actually conveyors for the turret, so I will not be able to remove that, but it will overhang a little bit, if that makes sense. Yeah, so not like that, but like one more back. One, I will not be able to position it, but let me see if I can position it up there. I won't, but I will be able to position it here, so it will be coming out this much, just as much as the thrusters. So I will need to cover this one, but this beast needs 3000 superconductors, and we don't have that. I was trying to take this out to river territory, but the problem is without an FSD I will not be able to move it fast. The only solution for that I can think of is to attach my smaller ship, this one, which has FSD and can pull this one out. This one can go up to space with that ship can pull this in FSD to anywhere, and then I can use this ship to mine and wake mayhem wherever we go. Talking about waking mayhem and destruction, let me put these away. And yeah, I actually originally came out of, so I will see the name of this connector here. Alright, so we just name it 3 quets. I think all the thrusters are on, so if I go here, search for connector quets, and I set it as switch lock, and I unlock it, then I will be able to move out. Yeah, it's definitely a bit more sluggish than before. But it's not falling out of the sky. Some things are falling out of it, but that's normal. Alright, let me look at the groupings here. Thrusters. Are you covering all the thrusters? Yes. So I have a group called Quets Thrusters, and that will be that one. And I will need one more to set things up. Actually 2 more. This one to shoot once. And I will need this one to switch lock. There isn't anything else here. I will need to add more gyros, at least 2 of them, so it will be more nimble. I also added a reactor to it, so we will not run out of power. As you see, we still have 1 day of power, 2 days if we're standing still. And I was aiming for that WTT base runner wreck. Yeah, let's get a bit closer. It's salvage time. And there's 3 kilometers from it. And I think as I mentioned earlier, the main guns have been disabled from it, so I don't expect any heavy firepower. We are actually within the range of it now. Oh, I have not set up the guns. I have not set up anything. Or detector, max range, just in case we find something. Turrets. They should all shoot for roughly 800 meters and target weapons. I'm not afraid of anything else but weapons. My discount targets like a grandma. Oops. I know what I forgot. Camera view. So yeah, technically we can... Oh no. From what I can tell, or is it just not loaded in the terrain? I never knew there are stuff under it. I was never really digging. It doesn't seem to have any. It doesn't seem to have any turrets. Ah, damn it. I was hoping for a... Holy shit. I think some of my turrets was shooting at it. Yeah, I don't need everything destroyed. We are here to salvage after all. So let me group you as turrets. Add your group here as switch turrets on and off. Come on, work. Because I don't want anything to be shooting at my salvage. Do I still have a survivor kit? Huh. I do have a survivor kit, I'm 100% sure of it. It's here. Why is it not showing? Oh, because it's not named as survivor kit. Okay. Alright, so we have survivor kit in case we would die of anything. There it has some surprises here and there occasionally. Let me grab this by the top. Oh, that's our dear admin. Oops. I didn't even know when he is online, but yeah, he is. I will wait for his response because it just looks like it's half a... Ah, he's salvaging it. Oh no, bro. Alright, so it says that he will have a claim on it more or less, so I will not touch this. And I have not seen any other stuff, so fuck me, I was here to salvage. And I'm not able to, because there are no other stuff here to salvage. That's alright. Alright folks, I think this will be the recording, the end of this episode at least. Stay tuned for the next one where I will devise more ways to get salvage and travel around on this server. I hope you liked this one, and if you did, give it a thumbs up. And see you in the next adventure. Have a fantastic day. Bye bye.